Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
Longlegs can go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station, right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. Tonight, we are getting started a little late. I apologize for that. I might have a guest show up here in just a little bit. Not quite sure. You know, it's kind of hard to like get everybody scheduled together and stuff like that, especially when things change. But we're gonna do this nonetheless. Spoiler Sundays is gonna stay going forward, and Longlegs is the highly anticipated horror movie that just came out over the weekend. Brought in like 22 million in the box office. This is the movie everyone's talking about. This is the one that everyone's just saying how awesome it is. Let me know if my audio is okay. I've been messing with it for a little bit. Yeah, I think we're good. At least it looks like it on my end. So yeah. Yeah, so I hope you had a chance to see Longlegs. Not going to go very long tonight. Longlegs tonight. But we're going to do it. I know everyone's got work in the morning, and it's a little late for some, especially if you're on like the East Coast or something. So yeah. Going to get to the chat. I know some people's been waiting for a little bit. We got DJ in here. What's up, DJ? Go, DJ. That's my DJ. Remember, no spoilers. This is actually, DJ, this is actually the spoiler discussion. So yeah. Okay, I'm sure you just messing around. Except here, spoilers are encouraged except during movie streams. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Paula's here. Hey Paula, nice to see you too. Good to see y'all. I hope everybody is having a really pleasant evening. If you do not want to be spoiled for Longlegs, if you haven't seen the movie yet, don't watch this. Watch this in replay mode whenever the stream is over, and you'll have a chance to come back and watch it and check it out for yourself. But it's probably going to be a quick one tonight. I am a little tired. So yeah. Let me, what the title says, would think of a drama movie like on the Hallmark Channel or something. Murder, She Wrote on Hallmark Mysteries. Yeah. Awesome. Got Harvey's in the house. What's up, Harvey? All right, we are going to get into this movie. I didn't know what to expect with this movie. I kind of stayed away from a lot of the marketing. I stayed away from pretty much everything. I heard some rumblings about it, but I don't know. I just never really watched a trailer or anything. But then the week prior of it coming out, it seemed like it was getting a lot of buzz, and I was so like, I hate putting everything into a movie. Like whenever I start hearing things out of press screenings, early reactions of, oh, it's the scariest movie of the decade, it's the scariest, it's going to give you nightmares, this is what nightmares is made of, all this, you know, bippity boppity bullshit. All right, I'll be the judge of that. Let me check this movie out. I've been let down so many times. Like there's so many good movies, but I feel like sometimes they can overhype it as like the scariest movie. You know, like sometimes it's like, no, it's just a good movie, and yeah, it's disturbing, but it's not necessarily scary. I mean, I know that's subjective, but you know, I mean, you're those are big words, and if they're not filled, then you know, it almost like it faults the movie a little bit, because the movie could be great. The movie could be a really solid film like this is. But when your expectations are so damn high and it doesn't meet those, that's why I'm like, all right, everybody, easy, Seabiscuit. Let's check this movie out. All right, a lot of people are comparing this to like Silence of the Lambs, even like back in the day. As much as like Silence of the Lambs was like creepy on its own, in its own way, and a lot of people thought that was like the scariest movie ever when that was released. And I remember watching it at a young age, and I wasn't scared. I mean, it was good, but I just wasn't scared. Anthony Hopkins put on a killer performance as Hannibal. All the performances in that movie was great. It was a really damn good movie. And that's how I feel about this one. There is a reason why they're comparing it to Silence of the Lambs. There are some similarities. I feel like Oz Perkins, who directed this, took a lot of inspirations from a lot of different movies, like Seven and Zodiac Killer and Silence of the Lambs. I mean, I saw a little bit of one of my favorite video games, Alan Wake 2. There's a little bit of that in there. It's good. It's really, really good. Now, as far as it being very scary, there are like some unsettlingness about it. I feel like the mystery is scarier than the actual like reveal when we start leading into the third act and everything. Nicolas Cage. Very bizarre seeing him in this type of prosthetic makeup and his performance. He does a really damn good job. They did a really good job. He came to play, and he always does. He gives it his all. Micah Moreau, she did great. She had like this social awkwardness. The beginning of the movie kind of opens up. You don't know who the person is at first, but it's a little girl out on outside of a White House, out on like a farm, like a land, and some creepy car pulls up, and what approaches her is somebody that is very disturbing looking, like the look of Nicolas Cage in this movie is it's just shocking a little bit because of the way he appears. He almost looks like an older woman, with like the long white hair and the white around his face, and he's got like these really thick cheekbones and everything, and you just get this creepy vibe from him from the get-go. And the camera always like cuts it off. It's like right here, you just see him talking, so you don't really see him. But then he like dips down into frame, and then that's where the title card comes on. Like you barely got a glimpse of him. So that was part of the movie, was just like keeping his look at bay. Even for Micah Moreau as the actress in this movie, I don't even think she saw him until they had the scene where the interrogation room, like this scene right here. And this is a really, really good scene. This is later in the film. This scene was very shocking, really well done. But this was the first time Micah Moreau saw Nicolas Cage. And this whole interaction and everything. And you get a lot of backstory here, and you get a lot of explanation. And, yes, it's creepy to see Nicolas Cage like this, but it's more like I kind of got the Joker vibes from his performance, like it kind of reminded me of like Heath Ledger's Joker a little bit, and a lot of people said that his thing was scary, and yeah, he did have like a creepy side to it and everything, but it's scary, or is it just like, oh yeah, that's kind of creepy, but it isn't like necessarily like extremely scary, but his look is very, it's on point. It's done well. And in that scene, you get a lot of backstory of why he's doing what he's doing, the connection between her and him, and all that. You come to realize that she was the little girl at the beginning of the movie, and how her mom got involved, and why she got involved to keep her life. So that's where the movie kind of like starts losing me a little bit, is pretty much after this scene. Like, it's a very good, effective scene, but then everything that comes after this starts going into like a more supernatural approach. And like with the creepy imagery, I love it. but he creates these dolls, and these little metal balls that are inside these dolls' head has a piece of him in it, and he's a devil worshiper. You come to realize that, and it almost becomes like a possession movie a little bit, because the point is to get these dolls into these families' houses, and then the dad usually gets possessed and kills the entire family. And there's another thing. I felt like they were stealing a little bit from Amityville Horror with that side of it. But like, look at this image right here. This is really lit up. But there's a lot of like right in the middle frame of like just like creepy imagery like this. That's what Oz was doing, was keeping a lot of this stuff right in the middle of the screen. Does this not give you James Wan vibes? I was getting a little bit of James Wan vibe. There's a lot of like creepy hallways. You don't know what's creeping around the corner and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, something's going to be standing there. Something's, like he does play with the audience that way. So yeah, this kind of really, where the movie starts going kind of reminds me of some James Wan shit, like some Annabelle or something, or even The Conjuring. And that's where the movie, I feel like, didn't explain itself completely. Like, yeah, he's a devil worshiper and everything, and he's got a little piece of him inside all of these dolls that tend to end up, possessing the dad of the families and kills the whole family and stuff like that. But why? How? Like, you got to give me more than that. You got to. That's where the movie kind of like, I feel like it got too ambitious near the end. Now, the way the movie opens up, like is really good. Like, Micah Monroe is a detective, and she has a partner, and they're on a case. And the way that plays out, how her partner gets killed, very effective. And you realize that there's some type of like weird relationship between her and her mom, and that comes into play in the third act as well with Longlegs. Pretty much, when you realize that she was the little girl at the beginning of the movie, like her mom kind of intervened, like, why are you talking to my daughter? What are you doing on my property? And then you come to realize that in order to save Micah Monroe's character, her mom agreed to help him get these dolls in people's houses. So she was pretty much saving her daughter's life by letting other people die. And so she was the accomplice. There, they did talk about in this scene, like who is Longlegs' accomplice, and you don't know who it is, and you come to find out it's her mom, played by Alicia Witt, who was the final girl in the Urban Legend movie. Unrecognizable, really. I should have had an image up here, but yeah, I didn't catch it whenever I first saw the movie, but afterwards I was like, oh, that is her. And so yeah, so she does a really good performance, kind of crazy and psychotic a little bit. She pretends to be like this. Well, I think she was technically a nurse, but she played like a nurse or somebody from the church and acted like they won a gift, and she'd drop the doll off at people's houses, and they'd let it come in, and then that's when shit went south for them. That's when the dad gets like possessed and starts killing and stuff. And that's like, it's like almost like, I feel like it wasn't fully thought out. Like you got to give us just a little bit more than that. But like, there's other scenes like her trying to figure it out. There's like the Zodiac and stuff like that. They're like, she figures out all these clues and how to and stuff. I love this kind of stuff. Like this shot right here that I'm showing you almost looks almost identical to a scene out of the Alan Wake 2 game. If you ever played that game, you know what I'm talking about. So I was digging this movie. I was loving the mood and the atmosphere and this detective. But I mean, I know they're FBI investigators, but like that type of shit. Kind of reminded me of like the show that I really like, True Detective on HBO. I was like, man, this would have been a really good True Detective miniseries or something, But yeah, it's fun. I mean, the movie just gradually builds. I mean, it is kind of a slow burn, I guess you would say, but it's a slow burn that gradually builds. So I don't really think it's a slow burn to where you're going to be bored. It does have shit that happens along the way. And then, this being this is kind of a better image, I guess. The movie's broken up into chapters too. You know, like they do like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and we don't really get to know Nicolas Cage's character that much until like chapter 2. And him like going into the hardware store, getting his stuff, his supplies that he needs, and how creepy it is. And he has like this freak out moment right here in the car that a lot of people were talking about, which was really good, you know. And then, you know, like it makes me wonder, like, if they do make like a sequel, like where could they go? I mean, they don't really have to, but I feel like they could, just since they did make it a supernatural angle. Because like the way the movie leaves off, like this scene is probably about 25-30 minutes before the movie even ends. You know, this was like right before we were leading into the climax, and this part, Nicolas Cage just starts banging his head on the table, like you said a couple times, "Hell, Satan," which, you know, I'm not the biggest thing on all that, like saying that kind of stuff. But this movie, you know, that's his character. That's what happened. But he like kills himself in this scene right in front of Micah Monroe's character, and like he beats his head so bad on the table, his nose kind of gets ripped off, which was kind of alarming. I was like, damn. So, but I just wanted them to explain these little balls that are in these dolls' heads, like it's like their brain or whatever. And it's a little piece of him. That makes me think that like maybe he just wanted to get killed or something. And now that he's dead, I wonder, like, it's like kind of like a now he's out there in the atmosphere. Could he like possess other people or something like that? And can they build into that lore? You know, like I need some more to chew on. I felt like this movie ended too quickly. But he does put on a damn good performance. It's just the part with all these dolls being put into the mix and getting himself into these people's homes is kind of odd a little bit. It's a little odd. But it works. It doesn't make the movie bad. It just makes it less scary, I guess, in my opinion. Like, it was scarier when you didn't know. Now that you know, you're like questioning everything. You know, like that's why, you know, sometimes no motive is the scariest thing. Just living up in your head and just like, wow, could it be because of this? Could it be because of that? Like, you have something darker in your mind of what you could come up with as far as fear and being scary than what they can actually explain for the movie. So yeah. The movie is very good. Her partner is kind of like, he realizes like halfway through the movie that she was visited by Longlegs, but she can't remember it. It was the day before her 9th birthday. And that's the thing. Longlegs always like he always goes after little girls like it's right before their birthday, but she can't remember. It's like she's lost her memory of all this. So it's like we're on the journey with her, discovering all this. And then when she realizes that like she encountered him at a very young age, which I kind of like expected that. From the beginning of the movie, I was like, oh, that's going to tie in somewhere. I just didn't think it was going to go in the direction that it did. So I'm glad to be like caught off guard a little bit. Like, I don't like to know everything. Like, I can figure it out before it even happens. So it was really cool. The journey of the movie is really good. It's a little dark, but it's fun. All right, it's one of those movies that just gradually builds, and it can. There's a sense of dread in this movie that's kind of like, oh, that's creepy. I like subtle scares like that, you know. There's this particular scene in the movie where she's gets a birthday card, and somebody bangs on the door, and then it's like she sees Longlegs like sitting out on like a tree stump or something outside of her like isolated house out in the woods. She goes out there, and when she gets out there, you realize he's inside, and that's where he drops off the card. And at that point I was like, okay, they got a connection somehow. How's this gonna all play out? It's just in my opinion, I just felt like the ending was really rushed. I thought it still could have went just a little bit longer instead of ending the way it did, or had like a more climactic ending because I don't know, it just felt like it happened really really quick, and I don't know, I feel like they should have like tried different endings for the movie, but then like it cuts over to Nicolas Cage back in, even though he's dead, you know, cuts back to him like doing like this whole laughter and freak out thing in the interrogation room, and he just like the last shot in the movie is him going "Hell Satan" or whatever, and then the movie cuts off, and I'm like, what was the point of that? Like that was just to give you a little bit extra of Nicolas Cage. I don't know, and then you get some song that's going to be stuck in your head for days, like mine. So let me get to the chat real quick. We got Sebastian in the house. What's up, Stu? Yeah, we ain't talking about Stu tonight, but we will soon. Jamie Hart's in the house. What's up, Jamie? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We got Cody's in the house. Long time no see, bro. Yeah, buddy. Long time no see. Good to see you. Saw the Bike Riders the other day. Got to say, it's my favorite 2024 movie so far until Deadpool. Man, I have been wanting to watch Bike Riders, so I might watch that sometime this week. I've been meaning to watch it. I think it came out to where you can buy it now or rent it digitally. They're coming out really quick now. But yeah, I heard it's good. Seems like my type of movie. Have you ever seen Deuces Wild? Like that's a movie that doesn't get enough recognition. So yeah. I got to see Bike Riders, so for sure. Lady Luna's in the house. Hey, Luna, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Oh, y'all are talking. DJ, go DJ. That's my DJ. Hey, DJ. We're doing well, buddy. We're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Let's see. We started a little bit over 20 minutes ago. I'm not going to go long tonight. I guess my guest isn't going to be able to show up. I am a little tired. I got a big day tomorrow, so I am going to keep these spoiler Sundays going for whatever the big movie is that's out for the weekend. I'll give everyone enough time to go see it, and then we can come back here on Sunday nights. I'll try to make it a little bit earlier. Tonight was kind of like I had to push it back just a little bit, but I'll try to keep it earlier in the night for all of us. But this will be to where like we can come back and discuss the movie in full. Like I think we got Twisters coming out this coming up week. So yeah, that's not hard, but people die. I'm sure it's hard enough. So yeah. You're not running late. However, I might not be staying too much longer. I'm like really, really exhausted, y'all. Like my eyes are burning. That's what happens whenever you work from home and you sit in front of monitors all day and then you do this on the side, you know, like it just, I don't know. It just drains you a little bit. Yeah, we did the countdown. That is on my list. Yeah. I've never heard of Deuces Wild. Oh, dude, check it out, man. Check it out. Deuces Wild. If you like The Outsiders and if you like Bike Riders, you know, I know Bike Riders ain't really the same, but if you like that type of stuff, check out Deuces Wild. It's got, that's also got, what's his name? He's in this movie. The guy from Walking Dead plays Daryl Dixon. It's got him in it too. He's like the bad guy in that movie. And Steven Dorff is like the main character. And then he's got a little brother, which is, I can't think of his name now. The guy from the kid from The Client, you know, he passed away years ago. I can't think of his name now. But yeah, it's got a good cast. James Franco, before he got real big, he's one of the side characters, but it's all about like 50s or 60s gang fights and stuff. I need to rewatch it. Frankie Muniz is in it at a very young age. It's a fun movie. Check out Deuces Wild. Lady said, not going to stay tonight, but had to say hey to everyone. I hope you guys have it. Yeah, lady, it's good to see you. Yeah, I understand. Get some rest. I'm probably going to be wrapping it up pretty shortly too. I just want to kind of like discuss this movie. If you haven't seen it, come back and watch it whenever it goes on replay. You know, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I did warn everybody. Did you hear about Shannon Doherty? She passed away. Yes, I did. I did. Rest in peace. That was crazy. And then we had just Shelley Duvall that passed away not too long ago. And then what happened in Pennsylvania. It's getting wild. It always gets wild in the summer. We start people. I mean, people die every day. I mean, it's sad. It really is. It's sad because I felt like she's gone way, way too early. She had a lot of life to live, and so yeah. I hate to hear that. I really, really hate to hear that. Paula says Deuces Wild is the non-musical version of West Side Story. Oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah, it is sad. I didn't know she played on Little House on the Prairie though. Brad Renfro, thank you, Paula. Brad Renfro's last movie. It is. I like Brad Renfro. He was good in The Client, one of those John Grisham movies. He's been good in everything. There's a movie that he was in with also the kid from Jurassic Park, the little boy that played like Timmy or Timothy or whatever. You ever seen the movie The Cure? That movie is one of those movies that just it's such a good movie. I don't know if it ever got re-released, but I love that movie. There was like a movie back in the day, also like Simon Birch. I don't think Brad Renfro was in that, but I just remember movies like those little drama movies and stuff like that that I actually enjoyed, even at a very young age. I was like, this was a touching movie. This was a really good, well-made movie. But yeah, rest in peace, Brad Renfro. Yeah. Still a really, really good movie. Check it out. Rusty says, just seen Longlegs tonight, and I'm not even sure how to feel about it. Was expecting one thing and got something totally different. I need to have a rewatch. I feel the same way, Rusty. I feel the same exact way. I need to rewatch this movie. I felt like it kind of lost me in the climax of when they explained everything. I felt like that's it. That's all they're going to let us know. Like, what happens after this? Is it over with? Because they did throw in like a supernatural angle. Kind of like, I know we're getting like a Black Phone 2. But I feel like that movie's going to take a supernatural angle too, just given the way that movie ended. I mean, I already had like one. But I'm talking about with the killer. They're going to go like supernatural with it. So yeah. I hope you liked it, Rusty. What'd you think about Nick Cage's performance? What was your favorite scene? Yeah, she was great on Beverly Hills. 80310. Which one's that one? You mean 90210? I did. That was crazy. That's crazy. Our world is in a weird place right now. It's a lot of crime happens in the summertime. The heat gets to people. Not saying that's the reason or the excuse or anything, but that's just how it always is. Like crime ramps up in the summer when it's warm. But yeah, hopefully y'all did get a chance to go see Longlegs. Check it out. It's definitely worth your money. It's definitely a really really fun time. I want to watch it again. I don't think it was an awful movie, but I also don't think it was like the scariest movie ever either. Just don't go in with low expectations, but don't go in to it thinking it's The Exorcist or something like that. I think you might get let down a little bit. Yeah, you too, Cody. You too. This is going to be like a short live tonight. We've been doing a lot of lives lately, and I want to keep them going, so I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? So we have been going for about 30 minutes. So I think this is a good time to wrap it up. I'm glad everyone, smash that like button before you head out. It helps out the video and gets this video noticed. I appreciate that, and thank you for everybody that showed up. I hope you enjoyed Longlegs, and if you do like these spoiler discussions, let me know, and we will keep them going. So yeah, if the numbers are there, I'll be there. And I love your faces. I know it's Sunday night, so everyone get some rest. Everyone don't work too hard this week, and more to come this week. I got some videos dropping, so yeah, I'll see you soon. So I'll see you later, or I'll see you on another time. I'll be right back.
Be right back.
Peace.